ring in the season and proclaim that the fourth Friday of every November marks the start of the Red Kettle season. And so with that in mind, Major Bell. Let me take this opportunity to present to you the Red Kettle Challenge, this proclamation, and in part it reads, therefore I, Sylvester Turner, Mayor of the City of Houston, hereby proclaim November 27, 2020 as Red Kettle Challenge Day in the City of Houston. Thank you all for what you all continue to do. I want to have some few remarks.
I won't take long. I'll just say this. I just want to thank Houston in advance for what you're going to do, because we believe that the City of Houston, we are a community who rallies around those in need. We see that need each and every day at the Salvation Army. Just know that that bell ringing is a call that we can come and help and serve those at their greatest time of need. Thank you so much. God bless you, and Merry Christmas on behalf of the Salvation Army.
Thank you. I kind of like this bell. All right, don't forget the Salvation Army. So many people rely on them for their support, and even though the foot traffic may not be as great as it has been in previous years, the need is even greater. 155% increase in need this year. So again, when you see the kettle, or go online, and if you see the kettle, please give. And if, for example, if you hear me ring the bell, that means donations are accepted, okay, to the Salvation Army. Now, at this point in time, let me call on Dr. Peirce, the Chief Medical Officer for the city.
Thank you, Mayor. As the Mayor pointed out, the numbers that we're seeing are increasing daily, and as he also pointed out, we monitor those numbers on a daily basis. We get them both from the Texas Medical Center as well as from SETRAC, which looks at it on a per-county basis. So we, of course, pay close attention to Harris County. Now, I believe there's a chart that's coming up. No? Okay. Well, anyways, the Mayor talked about, and you could see on the slide that he showed earlier, you could see that the numbers were rising. Now, one of the things that I want to point out in that slide is the numbers that are rising now, if you go back and you look at late June, then you would see that, well, you can see here that the numbers are going up. Our positivity rate is going up. Now, our numbers are not where we were a while back. We're higher than this, but the movement is in the same wrong direction. I also want to point out that the height of those yellow and red bars indicates the number of people who are getting tested. And I want to thank Houstonians, because the number of folks getting tested is up a little bit over 60% just in the last few weeks. So people are responding, and this is really good for the reasons we've said many, many times. One is it gives us better insight into what's going on in the community. And number two, for the people who get tested, if you should be one of the 40 or more % people who are infected and don't have any symptoms, and therefore you wouldn't have any way to otherwise know, once you've tested and you find out you're positive, you are now in a position where you can protect your family from the virus that you are unknowingly carrying. So the fact that more people are going tested is really, really great, and we're glad to see that. And it's also, unfortunately, it's showing that the virus is spreading and the numbers are going up. We're at 8.8%, which is not a small number. When we talk about across Harris County and the number of hospitalizations that are occurring, the number of hospital beds that are currently occupied with patients diagnosed with COVID disease has risen to over 10%. It's now 10.4%. So that's a threshold we hope that we would not meet. You may recall that the governor has set a threshold that for a trauma service area, and for us it's a 9-county region, if it gets above 15%, the rules sort of change at the state level. So from the state level, you know, they're seeing 15%. We are unfortunately, we're on track to hit that if we don't change something. So we need to take advantage of the time we have now to start driving these numbers down again. 10.4% is very high. I believe we were down as low as 6% several weeks ago. And then in terms of the vaccine, the Mayor pointed out we're going to be talking